Thank you, Mr. Speaker. Ladies and gentlemen of the House, it's my distinct pleasure and honor today to stand before you to recognize someone that I believe everybody in this House has admired and respected, and that is Tom McCall.
And just his complete and total passion for our industry, whether it's poultry growers in northeast Georgia, or peanut farmers in southwest Georgia, or timber folks in southeast Georgia, Tom understood all of those industries.
His background from ABAC and University of Georgia and his own farm, made him a perfect person for chairman of the Ag Committee, but it also made him a perfect person for president of the Farm Bureau. And if you had an ag bill, Tom McCall was the first name you wanted on the bill, because you knew if he believed in it and introduced it that he would pass it.
The entire time that he was in the Georgia General Assembly serving as House Agriculture Chairman, he was also farming full-time. So he knows better than anyone firsthand what the farmers in our state need, and there was no better advocate for the state of Georgia than Tom McCall.
Tom looks at everybody as a person. He doesn't judge people.
It don't matter who you are, if you're a governor or United States Senator or Joe Blow that digging a ditch on the side of the road. He treats everybody the same way.
He is truly one of the most humble and giving people that I think I've ever come in contact with.
I've heard people say that if all the people in the legislature was like him, that there wouldn't be any problems up there.
I don't know anyone who is more dedicated to remembering in this body the people that we represent back home, and making sure in everything we do, in every piece of legislation we pass, that we always would ask how it affects them in their everyday lives.
Being in the legislature never was on my little list of stuff to do. People in this area allowed me to be there for 26 years.
Over the last 26 years, any piece of legislation related to Georgia agriculture has come through his House Agriculture Committee, and he has in some way, shape, or form helped form that policy.
One of the things that Tom and I have had several conversations about over the years, it's not necessarily what you pass or what you shepherd through the General Assembly, but a lot of times the most important role is the things that you keep from becoming law. Tom's kind demeanor and people knowing that he truly cares about folks was what many times took the edge off of some very contentious issues.
We all know that Tom will absolutely, positively hate the fact that I'm doing this. He is going to hate the fact that I've got a privilege resolution that will be approved today in his honor. But I think that I have never known a man more humble, who had no reason in the world to be humble whatsoever.
He's one of those that just does not take credit for the things that he has accomplished. Everyone that knows Tom McCall knows that he is beyond worthy of this recognition. I think everyone knows it except for Tom himself.
If you started making a list of people with great emphasis on agriculture and agribusiness in Georgia, they would be somewhat equal level with Tom McCall, but none above and superior.
Even in the worst of times, agriculture tends to do very well in our state. A lot of that credit for that resiliency and that strength in that industry go to Tom's steady hand and being a shepherd for this industry.
As successful as Tom McCall has been in his public service career, he and anyone that knows him would tell you that his greatest achievement is truly his family, and they are his biggest joy and his greatest blessing.
Most everyone listening to this video can say that they've heard him say is to never forget where you come from. What he means by that is to always stay humble and be proud of where you come from, no matter what successes, no matter where your life takes you.
I hope my legacy with agriculture will be that I always looked after the best interest of farmers. And I hope over that whole time we did some good for farmers in this state and agribusinesses.
Well, I think his legacy is leaving a better place for his grandkids, helping people that are involved in agriculture have a little bit more representation where it matters.